Hi guys! So I decided to bring you today's read aloud from outside since it is sunny and beautiful and it's a perfect day to get outside. Today's read aloud is called The Energy Bus for Kids. It's about staying positive in challenging times and challenging situations, which I thought was perfect for right now. I am going to do this read aloud in two parts. The book is a little bit longer, so I thought let me read a little bit now and then I'll come back to you later with the other half. Kind of leave you in a little cliffhanger. But this is The Energy Bus for Kids. It was Monday, and Mondays were never good for George. He woke up tired and grumpy as usual. He had watched too much television last night. He got hooked on a video game. He went to bed too late and had another fight with his sister, Georgette. His mom was upset because he was late for the bus and still hadn't eaten his breakfast. "It's the most important meal of the day," she said. George knew she was right, but he was too tired and had to hurry to catch the bus. As George ran to the bus stop with his heavy backpack, he could see bus number 11 pulling away. George was so upset. He wanted to cry, but he didn't. He just put his head down and wondered what else could go wrong today. Luckily, as the bus driver drove away, she saw George stop the bus and yelled out the window, "I wouldn't leave you. Come on, come get on the bus." This bus driver wasn't his usual bus driver. George had never seen her before. She said her name was Joy, and she had the biggest smile he had ever seen. He told her his name was George and sat down in the first seat. "What's got you down and what's with the frown?" Joy asked. "Everything is going wrong," George said. "That's okay, George. You're on my bus now. I call it the Energy Bus. Sit down and I'm going to show you some rules that will take you on a positive ride through life." "Are you ready to learn the first rule?" Joy asked. "If you are, say yes 3 times. George and all the kids on the bus shouted, "Yes! Yes! Yes!" Joy told the kids on the first bus rule. Rule number 1, create a positive vision. When you are on the bus going to school, think about having a great day. When you are on the bus going home, picture yourself having a great night. When you think about your future, imagine yourself accomplishing your goals and dreams, said Joy. If you can see it, you can create it. If you have a vision, then you also have the power to make it happen. As George waited for class to begin, he thought about what Joy had said about creating a positive vision. He imagined himself getting an A+ on the spelling test today and hitting a home run in his baseball game on Saturday. Then he remembered his teacher telling him the importance of writing down your goals and drawing pictures of them. So George took out a piece of paper and drew a picture of his spelling test with a big A+ on the top. He also drew a picture of himself hitting a home run. George knew the pictures would help him remember his positive visions, so he folded his drawings and put them in his pocket. There's George's drawings right there. That afternoon, as George walked on the bus, Joy gave him a big smile and asked him to sit in the first seat again so they could talk. "How was school?" she asked. "Did you have a better day?" "It was a little better," George answered. I felt happier, and I'm pretty sure I got at least an A on my spelling test. But after that, I had to deal with a bunch of challenges. I tripped in the hall while walking to class. I couldn't find my math workbook. A few of the mean kids were doing their usual mean things. I got hit in the face with a soccer ball and had to go to the nurse. It just wasn't a good day. I understand, said Joy. We will all face challenges in life. That's why it's so important to learn the next rule. If you want to know what it is, say yes 3 times with me. George and everyone on the bus shouted, yes, yes, yes! And I'm going to pause there and bring you rule number 2 later on today.